Hello and welcome to High Foodtrucks. Today we have a very interesting trailer that we are shipping today. It is not a food trailer. It is a mobile crane arcade. They are planning to, do events and that kind of stuff, birthday parties, of course. It is a very interesting trailer, and I would really like to show it off. First of all, it's a 20-foot trailer, kind of a tall one. It's the tallest one that is legally possible. It is 8.5 foot wide. It has a whole bunch of arcade machines. I'll show you that inside. On the outside, it's also special. It has two stages. There is a stage here in the back, which is essentially deployable. The ramp, we've converted that into a stage. So when the ramp drops, you can actually see the stabilizers that we built in. These stabilizers are affixed to the ramp. So they drop the ramp and then deploy the stabilizers and then pop in these rails, and it becomes a stage, right? And we have the same thing on the other side as well. So if you see here in the front, there's another stage, again with stabilizers, same 10,000 pound stabilizers, railings, and an awning. So this one is actually split in two. The awning is designed in such a way that it is on top of the stage. So you see the lip here, the water would just run off instead of getting caught and go inside. There is of course seal to prevent any ingress. There are also locks there and here. Same on the other side. There's also an outlet here because they want to put an arcade machine out here on the stage. It has giant 8,000 pound axles, two of them. So the capacity of this trailer is 16,000 pounds. You see the graphics on this thing, quite pretty. And these are what we call as seamless trailers. And when I say seamless, it means that the panels themselves are not riveted together. So there is no seam, sort of. Whenever there is a seam, the seams eventually open up, and that's what causes failures of trailers. This will not do that. Up in the front, kind of a different orientation, is the generator box. And this houses a Cummins 7,000 watt generator. The gas tank on this one is outside to save space. And you can actually see some of the wiring inside. All the wiring is of course in conduits. Just like anything else, we cover it and insulate it. This one has a door as well that locks. Let's go inside and see its many features. Of course, the stage is lined with heavy-duty aluminum diamond plate because this one will have a fair bit of traffic. So it is a fair bit thicker than usual. There are some mini arcade machines here. And there are some larger arcade machines on this side. So these machines, they are not, as reliable, so to speak, as a cooking equipment. So they may require refurbishment, replacement, or service. So the customer should be able to do that themselves. So we made up these brackets so they can be easily switched out, replaced, or refurbished by the customer themselves without having to use very heavy tools. This is actually a kiosk that's going to go here for money changer machines, that kind of stuff. Of course, all the wiring, which we are very proud of always, is in these conduits. Every piece of equipment here has its own breaker, which I'll show you in a little bit. Check out these beautiful arcade machines. They have a screen on top, which we were able to clear just a little bit. And we were able to do that because this is a taller trailer. can actually see the lights on top. It's daylight, so they don't pop that much, but these are color changing lights for the wide, of course. Actually, when I stand inside, it's much cooler than the outside. It's a kind of a warm day today, warm spring day, but it's cooler on the inside, and that is because of the insulation inside these walls. There is 1 inch of insulation and 1 inch of plywood behind these walls, and there are no wiring inside the walls, so they are able to hang anything that they want if they desire to. It's a larger trailer, so there are 2 air conditioners with heat on the inside. And between the seams, as with all our trucks and trailers, there are trims that we make. In this case, we made them with powder coated steel to color match. This is to prevent any moisture or grease, well, not in grease in this case, but other disgusting stuff from getting inside. And that helps it last a lot longer. This is where the actual electrical wiring is. Goes the generator, the controller for the ACs. This is what we call as a transfer box. This is to switch between shore power, which this trailer can connect to, or generator power, as it is right now. Here is some cool engineering that we do. This is, of course, a little tight here, right? So we broke it and put a hinge. So this can be opened and accessed. I love it when my guys do that. Of course, the breakers are in the process of being labeled. Right now there are 2 ACs, the lights, and the outside and kiosk outlet that are labeled. The rest are not, but they will be labeled before it's shipped. I'll deal with that later. So this is sort of like a storage cabinet. Of course, these arcades require a fair number of plushies, which they plan to store in this little cabinet that we made. There's also a light here, just in case. There are 2 D-rings that we installed here, because they want to carry an arcade machine here, which can be wheeled out for the event. So that's what these 2 D-rings are going to do. Of course, that requires locks up. That brings us to the end of the tour of this beautiful arcade trailer. If you have any questions, or if you have any similar project that you would like us to do, or you would like an estimate on, contact us through our website, 20ftMobile.com. Thank you and have a nice day.